My God, the stock market is rigged. We're looking at SPY, August 30th, last day of the month using rigged AI. Look at this. We come down 3 strikes right below 558. Here at Rigged, we make it nice and red for you. Just to let you know, probably the low. That was the bottom. It rips up higher, and they take it right to 3 strikes, 564. You can almost see this red come in, right? That's where it stops. It's a 0 DTE market, but if you're using rigged AI, you could have absolutely crushed it, especially if you stayed around. Let's start with this open and just until the nuke, okay? So anytime you see these blue outlines around the bears or bulls, it means they have edge, they have probability. When we're trading these on low volume, volume 75%, you can see it here in the purple line or up here at the top. You don't want to be late. And it's like very clear, even if you're just looking at this, like, hey, that was just a big move down. Maybe I should wait a little bit. And if you waited, the next candle is just going up, and then you do get a bear that you could have traded. Ultimately, this was a perfect alert, taking you all the way down to the bottom at 1230. Max gain 288%, eventually goes to 0. And you're getting that in 1 hour and 54 minutes. But if you didn't trade that, this is what we want to get into next. This is important. So these have a high win rate. 1, 2, 3, right? They win. What's the win rate? 55.17% of the time. Last 30 days, only 18.75%. But it's just like a function. Like, can you tell that you're late? And it's easy. It comes in on the chart, and you're looking at it right here, right? It's like, okay, there was just a big move down. We already below the blue. We are right above this 558, which we know on low volume, 3 strikes, probably going to be the max. And ultimately, that's what happened. So it's like, even though the win rate on these is good, we need to know, don't want to be late, 1. 2, this is probably the low. Okay, this is probably the low. I mean, if you took these, chasing it, you're getting 48% in 9 minutes. But as soon as that thing bounces back here above 558, get out of the trade. Get out of the trade, man. I mean, if you're taking this one here, you're holding, it doesn't bounce above the blue. You go below 559, doesn't break 558, take the money and run. But actually running was the worst thing you could have done, because we get classic mean reversion. Go below the blue, go back above. We tell you that right here. SPY, 1238, mean reversion. And if you look under strategy, hover, at the end of the session, look for mean reversion to the blue line or a possible Hawk nuke into the close. Only trade bulls below, bears above, right? So you get 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bulls below, basically 2 strikes down, right at 559. Let's just zoom into right here. This is interesting, right? Because you're like playing around at the strike. And the important thing to remember, like when this is happening, you're not getting opposite flow, right? We're not seeing Wall Street buy puts, sell calls, right? And you're sitting right here, so you were able to get awesome entries. I mean, yeah, KTR, 665%. KTR, 600%. Low, 68. Look, KTR, we're telling you, buy that thing, 67 to 75. Absolutely incredible. Next, we start to move up 1400, 1445. Look at the flow. Green, green, green. And then you're getting the big dogs coming in. Typically, that tells us supports the move higher. You're getting that confirmation. You can feel good about it. I mean, you're getting 100% right here, but this is telling you, hold on, right? Hold on. Not only that, but you see volumes picking up as well. I mean, this is ultimately what you want to see. Volume bottomed out, and then it starts coming back up. You're getting the supporting bullish flow. Price is following. Absolutely amazing. We come to the end of the session. We get back to the blue line. Bears try and hit it. Maybe take it back down. This ended up being like the perfect entry because you were able to get it below, right here, right above 560. And if you bought 561 or 562, you absolutely crushed it. Looking at these, right, KTR was probably insane. 39, a little bit below, 44. So 600% gain in 44 minutes, right? This one, we know that we're a little bit late. When you're late, use KTR. Use KTR to enter the trade. And you get it. You absolutely get it because the stock market is rigged and they fly this thing into the close. The one thing we've seen a lot of recently, the last 10 minutes of the session. As previously, we were looking at the last 30, call it 9C for the ninth circle, center, whatever of hell. But really, the last 10 minutes have been absolutely ridiculous, and this is no different. You're at 562, and you go up $2 in 10 minutes, right? In just this, this is 950 or 1550, 1551. I mean, look at that. You're getting $1.25 a strike. 2 strikes in 2 minutes or 10 minutes. Absolutely ridiculous. But reviewing the whole session, like using rigged. Okay, this is late. You're taking it a little bit higher. This is good. And once you get down here, you're like, oh man, this is low. If you entered using KTR, right, 82% probably would have stopped out. Same thing here. Just like this is late. KTR goes for 100%. You're buying that up here. These are not great. Whenever you see these trades, and they're right above, right? They're right above this red line, the 3 strikes down. If they came up here, if it was like 560, be interested in taking it. But like, for me, looking at this, I'm just like, hey, why didn't I trust the system when it was higher? Because here, I'm like, we're too close to the red, and it's just not optimal. We've seen this too many times where you just get absolutely crushed. And that's what happened today, right? Because for this to really make money, you got to drop to like 557 or lower. Typically, it doesn't happen on low volume, and we ended up getting absolutely perfect mean reversion. 1, 2. I mean, this is beautiful because right in here, you're really just sitting at 560, okay, or 559, excuse me. Awesome opportunities to get it a little bit below, especially considering you're not getting any bearish flow. You get the move up, strike and a half here, supporting flow, and then even at the end, they try and take it down. Obviously, this is late, right? It's a little bit late. You're waiting. And they just ripped it to the end. It felt like right in here, like 1230, 1400, like it was done. Like they're just going to chop it the rest of the time. It's a holiday weekend. Everyone has Monday off. But no. And it's like you never know what's going to happen. Can't predict it, but what we can do is use historical data to kind of guide our decisions and use flow. And ultimately, like option flow 1. Wall Street knew it was going to go back up, and that's why they're buying calls and selling puts here, here, here. Big old cluster right here. Volume goes up, and the move is supported. Absolutely beautiful. Using the rigged system, it's like this one's late, this one was good timing, but really down here, just need to remember we are right at this red boundary. Don't want to trade it. Not interested. Should have stuck around a little bit longer and caught these. Absolutely amazing. What a session. What a way to end the month. The system's getting way better, as you can see. All of this now loads live for you. No refresh or anything required. Tons more coming. Thanks for being here. Have a great one. More videos dropping shortly.